Hello again, my name is Relax and Penny.
And I am Most Evil Life Form.
And we are having fun because it is the end of today's binge. And if you've seen our other binges for RWBY before, you know the more seasons, the more episodes we watch, the more funny we get in the end.
Yeah.
Because we are crazy.
Because it gets late and a lot of time spent up in front of a screen and staying concentrated.
More neither. So this is the finale of season 4. Well, what do we have to expect?
Well, I already mentioned it last episode, what I expect, or the episode before.
So if you have seen it.
The fight against the Grimm. The big one, we have not a name for it yet.
Yeah, it has a name, something like Knuckle Beer, stuff like that. I can discuss
the pretty
this later.
one.
The pretty one. The one with the smile.
Yeah, with a very big smile.
The happy Grimm.
The happy Grimm.
The happy Grimm.
The happy Grimm.
So, yeah. Anything else?
Well, we will maybe see how Oz ends up. This is what I expect to be the last shot of the episode, that Oz is arriving in Haven. Something like that. Yeah,
that's quite a good idea. Might be. Okay, so let's jump in. Oops. Ooh. Did he just flip on one hand?
Yeah. Of course he can. Let's see how they will get out of this. Okay, so it's two separate beings. All right. Oh no, there are the arms. He's just hanging there.
Just creepy. Oh, cool! Sonic attacks.
Easy target.
Oh.
Where did they go?
Just get them to safety.
Oh, the upper thing just gets slammed and like...
Yeah, like it has no spine.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. It has extended arm.
Yeah.
Rubber band.
Guys, keep moving. Go in a circle.
And I tried to entangle his arms around his feet.
So
and he couldn't even move anymore.
So Smiley Grimm, what happened?
This already hurts from a normal horse.
What are you doing?
Advance!
Nice. Okay. Is he upgraded it for as well? More like a growth sword? Bastard sword? Close to 200. And it did hurt, I guess.
It is a helicopter too.
Well, he's cheating. That's what he's doing.
Special. He's cute.
Mommy said I'm a special little Grimm.
This is not even his final form. Sorry.
Nicely.
Stop looking.
Ooh, there's a lot of power.
Ren, knock it off!
Complete berserk mode.
Yeah. Two down. Yeah, he's in rage mode. Good move. Oh.
Nora, let go! Nora! They're going to get hurt if we don't.
No. I won't let you kill yourself like this. After everything we've been through, I won't let it end. Not like this.
Symbolical kill ahead. Would be killed with this stagger.
We can do this. Ren! Jean and I can take care of its arms. I'll take care of the horse.
And I'll take care of the rest. Now! Nora!
Stuck. Leap of faith.
Poor horsey.
This is an execution. Holy shit.
For my mother. For my father. For all those that you've slain. For myself.
That's a lot of smoke.
Mm-hmm. It was gone. Nope. Guys, he's still there.
It's quiet. Good job, kiddo.
Still lying around.
Guys, I think I hear something.
It's very convenient to be right there when everything is over.
Why sooner? Could be dangerous. Like the concept of this ship.
How did you find us out here?
We were on patrol and saw the smoke. No one's been out here for years. Thought something might be wrong.
They saw the smoke.
What if we
The
don't
grim.
make it in time?
Ruby.
They were freaking fast though. It just... the smoke basically just disappeared. They were pretty neat to be patrolling around.
We made it, Uncle Crow.
Yes. Playing again.
Aww.
I don't know where we should go, feeling farther from our goal. I don't know
Aw.
what path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
Hey, sis. I hope my letters have been reaching you and Dad. Handwritten stuff's never been super reliable, but I guess it's all we've got these days. Anyway, in case you haven't been getting them, I want to say I'm sorry for leaving the way I did. I know you told me it was a reckless idea, and after everything I've been through, I can definitely say you were right. It's been hard on all of us. And I'm not just talking about the monsters we fought out here.
Okay,
My
you
son.
can hide out back in the cargo hold. I'll take you as far as I can, but if we get caught, you're on your own. Understand?
Every step we made took us further and further away from the things we knew. And every morning we woke up wondering if just over the next hill would be something good. Or something terrible. It's scary, not knowing what's going to happen next.
Really
And the
well
things
done
we
how
do
they
know
changed
now,
the
just how
the
bad
music.
it can get.
Yeah.
It almost makes it all worse. You told me once that bad things just happen. You were angry when you said it, and I didn't want to listen. But you were right. Bad things do happen. happen. All the time. Every day. Which is why I'm out here. To do whatever I can. Wherever I can. And hopefully do some good. We've all lost something. And I've seen what loss can do to people. But if we gave up every time we lost, then we'd never be able to move forward. We'd never have a chance to see what beautiful things the future might have waiting for us. We'd never have the strength to change, whether it's ourselves or the world around us. And we'd never be there for other people who might one day be lost without us.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we were training for, Yang. To become huntresses. To be the ones to stand up and do something about all the bad in the world.
Approaching City of Mistral.
Because there are plenty of people out there who are still lost. And even more who will try to gain everything they can from their sorrow. Believe me when I say, I know it can feel impossible. Like every single day is a struggle against some unstoppable monster we can never hope to beat. But we have to try. If not for us, then for the people we've already... Then for the people we haven't lost yet. I miss you so much. I miss Weiss and Blake too. But I think you'd all be proud to know that I made it to Mistral. All of us did. And we even ran into Uncle Crow along the way.
His hair is like cool feathers.
Aren't I normally the one saving you?
He's going to take us to see Professor Lionheart, the headmaster of Haven Academy.
Lionheart.
And he told us some things that you're gonna want to hear. Things I can't trust will make it to you in this letter. But maybe, if you joined us, he could tell you himself. With Beacon gone, they'll need Dad at Signal more than ever. And I know you need to focus on yourself before I can expect you to come out with me.
It's...
Oh,
It sure would
right.
be great to get Team RWBY back together again.
You are in so much trouble when I find you.
I guess
And there
she's...
is Raven watching somewhere.
Your loving sister,
No!
Ruby Rose. Oh, P.S. I'll be sure to give you the address of where we'll be staying in Mistral. I'd love to hear back from you and Dad, and I can't wait to fill you in on whatever's going to happen next. Now that we've made it across Anima, I really think things are gonna start going our way.
Why, thank you, Professor. Salem always did say you were quite hospitable.
Sure, right? So
Salem was the headmaster, and I learned in this episode that they just don't have sleeping wear. They always sleep in the same clothes, probably they shower in the same clothes.
That's true. Yeah, never thought about that, but yeah, it's true. He's completely closed in the bed, yeah. Which is, wow.
I mean, in the wild, I can see that they sleep in their gear and everything because of the possibility of getting attacked.
By the way. The music, the hidden eyes that I can feel there. The place I can't forget, and so on and so forth. This is the new song of Yang. And I absolutely love this song. This is really good. I mean, we will react to the music, but
we don't know when yet. Yeah, but besides the little missing sleeping gear, yeah, the fight, it was really an execution. I mean, there was the symbolism when they were sitting at the bed and Ren came in and put his dagger beside Sean's.
That was a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, that was symbolism.
Everything that was lost.
Yeah, no, it was also for, okay, that they put a line there that everyone dealt with some loss and everyone, like, they got in peace with it. That it is not, like, holding them back anymore.
Interesting was that the weapons that really hurt the Grimm were only two weapons. It was the sword of Jean, which really cut through once he upgraded it, you know, with the Metal of Pyrrha in this case, who is dead. And the dagger that is from the father of Ren, who's dead. So it is about, those are weapons that are burdened with emotions, let's say it this way. The others did not really do much. I mean, okay, the hammer did, but it's a hammer.
And they were pinning him down. The shooting was not doing much, but she pinned it down with her scythe.
Yeah.
So, no, but it was really a gruesome execution. Like, I cut first off both arms and then I will behead you.
Yeah.
This was brutal, actually, if you just think about it, because this being, whatever it may be made of or what the reasoning for his actions was, had still feelings in a sense of pain. It felt pain.
Yeah, it did at least cry when it was hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Right out.
So this was a pretty dark, actually, in my opinion, that he needed so much revenge for this.
But he could only achieve this in the moment when he gave up on the berserk attacks.
Yeah, well, he was
able
more
to
or less
focus
forced.
again.
He was forced out of it, not really gave up.
And that's good. I mean, but in the moment when he became calm again and they were able to plan, that's the thing. They beat it by planning, by working together again.
It's a general theme which I saw, like, okay, you can only win if you're calm and not if you're completely overwhelmed with emotions. This was in the past too with Yang, and I think, who else was it? But in general, it was like, okay, you need to have control about yourself. Same for Weiss. She needed to be controlling herself to get her semblance. Yang should not rely on her semblance and control herself to be better. And here it was again, control yourself and you will be victorious.
Yeah.
Don't let negative emotions overpower you. Yeah. Yeah, and they arrive all now at Haven/Mistral.
Exactly. Kingdom of Mistral there. Ruby was in already since the start of the season. But yeah, at Haven. The thing about Yang was interestingly, so she used the ship, but this ship is driving or floating, whatever, between the kingdoms, sailing. Thanks a lot. Saleming. Between the kingdoms, so it might as well be the ship that goes towards Mistral. So, but yeah, many thought at this moment, oh my god, is she a menagerie?
Yeah.
She's visiting Blake, and you know the fandom, the shippers of Blake and Yang were like, oh Oh, I'm dying, I'm so happy. I think it is to Mistral, but we will see.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of a side note that, okay, here, have those characters again because the captain
They're
was a cool guy.
Yeah. And his crew was as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, so Yang decided to not follow what she was following in her...
Oh, sorry.
In her previous...
Got to get louder.
In her previous... Oh, there we are. After credit scene.
Excuse me.
You know, I don't think
His crane belongs to me.
Shut up, I'm getting there. I'm supposed to tell you I'd like my cane back.
It's good to see you again, Oz.
So, nice. And as you predicted, we end with a scene of Oscar arriving there. So,
yeah.
Nicely done. By the way, if you look there at the cane without the stick, does that look like a scepter to you?
Probably, yeah.
I think it might be the scepter that was mentioned when it came in the Last Word of Remnant, the fight.
Could be.
Might be, doesn't have to be, but just an option. So I guess I'm pretty sure this is one of the relics.
It was not mentioned what form the relics have.
Yeah.
It could be if the king actually had all 4 relics, that one relic is his sword, one relic crown, one the scepter, and maybe the cape.
Maybe the cape, true. Might be as well, yeah. Might be. So I'm pretty sure the cane is or has in it one of the relics. That's pretty likely because...
Or Oz is having the same staff for ages and centuries.
Just because he likes how it looks.
Yeah, but I don't think that Crow would have hold on to it if...
Yeah, there's more to it than just a weapon. Yeah. I'm pretty sure too as well. Which means that Crow very likely knows that this is a relic. If it is. So at least he knows this one is important, whatever ever happens. Even if everything is going down, don't lose this cane. I mean, if anyone else would tell you that, you would be like, oh, come on, dude. Really, you are a little bit too much into your weapon and you're not even Ruby.
It could be also for sentimental reasons that this was the only thing left. Because in my opinion, is like, why did Salem not tell Cinder to get the cane if it was so important?
There we are again at the thing about trust. Salem, those people who work for her, except for Tyrion, who is like adoring her, but for the others, I think each of them has their very own reasons for work for them, for her, and that is not about trust. While Oz and many, not all, but many that work with him together trust each other. Not Ironwood, we know, but the others. It was a major thing if you remember the last 2 seasons before. For someone who's talking so much about trust, you show it is time that you show something. Ironwood, Glinda to Ironwood. So I think he knows that this either is a relic or he knows that this is a very important thing that is not only a weapon. So and that's why. And I guess either Oz was able to hide it somewhere during the fight or get rid of it, like throw it away.
I think Crow found it probably.
I think so too.
So this was the last thing, but it just sounds unreasonable why Salem wouldn't tell her if she already entrusts her with the powers of a maiden. Yeah. This is like I'm not sure how the relics works. Maybe the wearer gets aware of what he is wearing, maybe not. I don't know. It's
about my theory that she wants to use Cinna. Salem wants to use Cinna in the end for some very own reasons. you might not want her to get too powerful. And we don't know. I already guess that Salem has one of the
thing
relics
is also that
already.
Salem and like the other 3 guys are matching or would match all one of the relics. Like
I see.
What was it?
Destruction, creation, knowledge, and choice.
And choice, yeah.
Destruction, yeah, turn. Creation, maybe Hazel, maybe what?
I would say creation is Salem.
No,
she creates things.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's a very good idea.
And
that might very well be that's how Grimm are born, that she's creating them. Maybe. Yeah, might be an option. So, but that's speculation. So let's go for this episode. We had the fight. I mean, not so much of a surprise. We've seen this coming, that there would be a huge fight. This Knucklebee or whatever it is called. So it's a creature out of... I read it somewhere. I can't get it together. I guess you will write it down, but it is out of fantasy. I think Nordic myths too, like a strange creature which is fused a dead knight with his sword, with his dead sword, and then undead turned back on or something, or demon like I don't know. But they read it somewhere, and it is definitely a grim creature. It is something where you're like, what the heck is wrong with you? So it was very powerful.
It was actually not that powerful in the end, to be honest. It was defeated quicker than I thought, and they were all not using their full potential to defeat it.
That's true. But if you are not a skilled fighter, or you're alone, as the huntsman in the other city village was, just his arms, it just pinned you. The range that it has, it pins you with one arm, and
range,
then just
and if you come in close, the horse kicks you.
Yeah. So it was a nice mix-up, but in the end they beat it by working together, and it was nicely done.
I still think that to give it a real feeling of the threat, which is actually had, because it was destroying whole cities, single huntsman had not a chance against it, that the threat of, like, for example, the hoof hit for Jean, I would have liked to seen that he used his shield to block it,
be thrown away.
Yeah, still. Because this explains why he still is standing. Because already a regular horse which kicks you can be doing a lot of damage, and this was like not a regular horse.
Yes.
So I would this should have done more to him. If he would use his shield, I would have seen. First of all, I would have liked to see the shield incorporated as well. Because this is part of his skill set.
Yeah, he is a defender. He's
a
tank,
defender.
Yeah.
So that this would came into position.
They improved his abilities. They improved his skill set by changing sword and shield to 200 swords instead. So he is able to dish out a lot more damage now, as it seems. And it looks quite nice. It's a little bit fantasy-like.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a realistic sword anymore, but whatever.
Contributing to his whole gear up,
yeah,
which he got in the beginning, which was also sad because he was not really using it yet a lot, and he gets more shiny. The knight in shining armor.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, that's one thing of the last seasons as well. The effects of hits are not really shown. You know, people are like tired and breathing strong, but they're limping a little bit. But there is not like a real hit effect, except for the fight of Tyrion when he did hit Ruby, where, you know, her whole stomach bulked in and then the aura broke. Or in the end, every time her aura breaks, that's the only real effects we see.
I have the feeling that everything got a little bit tamed down in season 4, because except for Crow, no one was really hit, like really injured. I mean, okay, Sun had the stab and so much, but it's really tame compared to season 3, where people got dissolved, where limbs were separated.
No question. The end of season 3 is holy shit. And then we are at this. Every 3 seasons, there's a new beginning. So this is the beginning again of possibly a new arc, a whole new arc about Haven, where we have arrived by now. So second one is very likely, which we're seeing season 5 soon, is possibly build up of what is going on, how mainly how are the evil ones trying to get it done here. I mean, we know that something's happening. So, Jacques and Ironwood talked about that Winter sent reports that once again, dust is stolen, weapons are smuggled. The same as it was before, just that there's no really important one doing it this time. Someone who really would be needed. No?
I mean,
and he has wonderful red hair.
The next thing is, okay, the only headmasters which currently visibly work together were Ironwood and Oz. Well,
true.
Worked. And the other two headmasters are not shown yet, so how what was it happening that the other headmasters were not aware of how Lionheart...
Going for that. There can be only 2 more headmasters.
Yeah.
If they're going with this scheme that they're going on. We have Oz, the Wizard of Oz. We have Ironwood, the Iron Man from the Wizard of Oz. Now we have the Cowardly Lion, which, seeing that he's working more, or at least hospitable to one of Salem's men, who even says, Salem said, you are very hospitable, gives you the clinch of maybe he's working for the wrong side, or he's a cowardly lion falling now because he's afraid.
Yeah, that would be my
they will possibly go for, but then he wouldn't be someone trusted with this position. So that cannot be. I mean, maybe he's playing with that. We don't know. But the other two, who are left? So there's
the last one.
The stray. What is it called in English?
Strawman.
Strawman, exactly. The Strawman.
The Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow is I think that one will be in a vacuum because that's fitting somehow there, and maybe
it's very fitting. Also, the personality from the Strawman is also fitting if you take the movie, because of everything we heard about vacuum. It's just very fitting.
It's fitting, exactly.
Besides dryness.
So the question is, who's the last one in? No, that's it.
Yeah,
those they are. Right. Sorry, I'm confused. I'm always confused.
Yeah, and I think the Cowardly Lion has to play the heart at the right place, but is simply afraid of what he is probably either blackmailed or was somehow enmangled in the situation. And what happens in season 4 will be that they at a certain point they will figure it out, and they will probably assist him, or he will say, okay, I need to find the bravery, because this is also a theme of the original. Yeah. And as Ironwood needs to learn how to be more mobile and not so stiff.
Nicely said. So interesting will be now what's going to happen in season 5. So we have Oz now in Haven. And Crow's there as well. And Winter is there as well, which gives me a lot of delight, because that means Crow and Winter will meet again, and it will be fun. I'm pretty sure. But what will Oz do? Will he step out towards at least to Lionheart, or will he be hiding in the shadow now by himself?
Well, the thing is, he currently, more or less, it's hard to put the finger on it, how to explain this. He currently is speaking to the boy. They are one but not one. What I could imagine is that they will become one over time. The fusing has
to finish,
This is not done, and as long as the fusing is not finished, I can see that if some people get a tendency of that, they will try to destroy him, because the boy cannot.
Yeah, he's not
able to defend himself the way they did, and he's most likely, as long as this is not finished, be in danger. So Crow can finally be back himself, because he just became the responsible one because he needed to. Oz was gone.
Well, Oz can tell him now what should be done, but I think Crow will still be the face. So I think Crow will be the face of Oz at the moment, so that he's like, I decided to do this, or I say we do this. They have a unique option there. The fact that Oz is dead for the most people, and I think for the henchmen of Salem as well. I think Salem knows he's not dead.
He will not be long in this cover.
Yeah, gives him the option to at least for a while stay in the shadows, which was
He will not. I don't think so.
I don't know.
He was explicitly saying he has the plan to go to the headmaster in Haven.
When did he say that?
Yeah, if we need to go there.
We need to go to Haven. He didn't say.
I'm pretty sure he wants to go to the headmaster because he was mentioned all the time. I have given this and that to the headmaster in Haven and stuff. And I don't think that they currently expect any betrayal on this regard.
I'm not sure if there might be as well that the thing that Lionheart is doing there, that's a play from his side, that he's trying to play Salem and her man. That he's like, yeah, I'm giving in to you, and tries to play a trick on them, which might work or might go extremely wrong, and then it is really crappy. But
I don't think so, especially because Crow mentioned before we haven't heard from him in a while, before this all happened. This would mean if he is doing something like that, he's doing it on his own. And I don't think that the headmasters are that.
Yeah, well, there's for sure a lot going on when it comes to this. By the way, the name of this episode was No Safe Haven, which is a pretty mean one. if you're like, it's a finish and it's called Oh Crap. That's why I didn't say it before. The names of the episodes, in my opinion, too often reflect already too much of the things happening. But that's what it's like.
I think a safe haven, no safe haven could have been like, oh no, what is going all wrong in the fight? Or oh no, why is haven not safe? It's not directly
it was a
pointing.
Word.
Yeah, it was not, but not. It was directly pointing on, hey, the headmaster is corrupt.
No, not that. Especially thus, we all know that it's not always as it seems here.
So I expect in next season, I expect that Yang will join the team. Vice will meet up again.
Yes. Blake, it will be interesting if she's in already.
She will not be in. I think she will be staying in Menagerie. And they will try to get back the White Fang, as they mentioned, to do it.
Which I like, which is a really, really nice idea.
It could be interesting that because to balance things out again, that because Blake and Son are currently alone in the sense of you usually have those 4 people teams that and for example Neptune shows up, or maybe Ren and Nora go over there.
How should he have gotten there? I mean, you wouldn't need an airship or anything like that.
Which is not impossible.
Yes, it's true. But for the team around Ruby, which was very likely Yang will show up. It looked as though. And Vice we know is flying towards there. So we have a team of 3. Which leaves one position open.
Ren, Jean, and Nora are also still there.
Yeah, what I guess is that Ren and Nora may be like having time off because they it seems as though they've grown closer now. As though there's a ship finally starting to sail. Maybe it's that they're not out of the road, but just walking by from time to time, and John is joining the team of the 3 girls. Might be one option.
Or Ren and Nora go over to Menagerie.
Or it's like, hey, 3 girls, Uncle Crow, what's up? You're around. Can you accompany someone for me? Watch out for him. Here. His name is Oscar. That would be funny. I mean, and they don't know it. That would be entertaining.
But I somehow don't see that because Oz is still in there.
Yes, but it would be great. And they could play with the reveal moments, which I always like.
I think also that maybe the Spring Maiden will come into the foreground. Though I think this is maybe, if after you explained me how the structure is, it's probably something for season 6. The Spring Maiden. That the Spring Maidens, because of the structure you mentioned, and at the end of the season of every spring.
If it is true, someone said that. We don't know, but it
on the other hand, the last... Wait, I need to calculate. So it's 12 season plus another 3.
You mean then there's the finale?
Yeah.
Like
you have 3 volume seasons or for each Spring Maiden.
Yeah.
And then you have the final thing for
the finale.
Yeah, Relics and Salem versus Oz.
Who in Salem?
Oz. What
was the first?
Salem versus Oz.
Yeah, you said something before. I'm pretty sure you said Relax and Salem. I'm confused. Want to tell me something, Salem? So, but that's. I think just thinking if there was a lot more in this episode, but So Blake tries to take back the White Fang, which I think is fantastic. Instead of destroying, there can be a lot of in there. There are many characters. Weiss has gotten away out of Atlas.
When Ruby was writing the letter, there was also when she was saying some are still lost or misguided or something, and then I forgot her name. The girl from the White Fang who
Sister Ilya.
Sister Ilya. Exactly there she was mentioned. So there is already shown, okay, she most likely will be someone who is important for this.
Who might be possible to join.
Who'd switch aside.
You already said in the fight that it seemed to you as though she is not sure if she's doing the right thing.
And I think what they will do, they will contact the current leader of the White Fang and inform them about that Adam is planning to take over the White Fang.
And he was mentioned before.
Which is surprising because we had previously that Salem said,
make sure Sienna Khan is thinking that. Who did she send there? Was it Hazel?
It was Hazel.
It was Hazel.
It was Hazel, and so he was still on his way.
Yeah, he was traveling, but he was still trying to...
That was also very, very interesting. We haven't talked about it.
This gives us an idea where they are, you know?
Yeah.
Because he was traveling through Haven, through Mistral, to reach Menagerie, which might say that either he has arrived there by boat, walks or drives through the whole of it, and then takes a boat again to Menagerie.
We don't know where Oscar is exactly
from. We've seen that he just took the train. He never traveled by boat or anything.
But we don't know how far he was walking.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. It was on this continent. He is on this continent. And that means Hazel was on this continent. Which means either
I think they are on the island where they have the peace treaty.
That's a clever idea. Yeah. And it would be like, no one would search us here. It's a place of peace. Yeah. Let's build the evil headquarters here.
Yeah, and it's in the center of everything.
Yes. Might be.
Well, we'll see. Like, you have all the symbolism and central and yada yada.
We had a lot of symbolism in this episode, seeing that Ruby was caring for Uncle Crow, which, by the way, there are many ideas people have about Crow and his relationship to Ruby. And I'm not sure either. So, there's Yang. Yang is the daughter of Tai Ying and of Raven. And I think there's no question. Raven popped up as mother, and she has a hair color of him, you know. But if you see Ruby...
Yeah. Well, Summer Rose could have dark hair. And silver eyes.
Yes, and Crow has dark hair as well. And he's caring very much about Ruby. He's caring about Yang as well. But what if...
He's caring about all of them.
Yes, but what if Summer Rose and Crow had a child and it was Ruby? And he simply cannot be there because he brings bad luck. So he's like, hey Yang, would you maybe... look out for her? Just an idea. And I know that I'm not the first one thinking this. It doesn't have to be, but there is many think so. And
I don't think so. I see why people would like the idea and everything. Yeah. I see that, but
there's one pointing from Rooster Teeth in this episode. The song that plays when Ruby enters the room. There's a song playing with Williams singing again. And it is when I'm with you, I'm at home. So, I mean, Rooster Teeth knows as well that the fans think this would be nice. So they are playing on the fans' emotion always.
He is still family. That's the thing. Yeah. It's not really a hint for me because he is still family. I mean, he was obviously there for his niece, and she's just part of and Ruby is part of the family simply because of it's his friend's daughter.
Yeah.
And they were as close as currently Team Ruby was. So they are caring and loving each other. And if one of them would have kids, the other ones would have looking out for them as well, like it would be their own child.
He is. Yeah, that's no question. Just wanted to push it out there because we are at one level now. So it's like, throw it in. I think this is it, more or neither, right?
I think so. We will see next if Hazel is going to Menagerie. He will become a point there, and of course we will probably see more from Watts.
We have to. I mean, that was a very strong ending when it comes to him.
Yeah.
And hopefully he will be multicolored and multi-layered when it comes to the depth of all of those. I hear a lot of good about season 5 until now. So many people say compared to season 4, because there was this discussion, it is better and has more depth. So we will see.
It has more depth.
Not depth. Depth in the meaning of deep.
Depth.
Yeah, depth. Always a good thing. If you're talking to someone, tell into his face 3 times very loud depth. And look at his face afterwards.
There is a lot more death.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay. So this is it for this time. I hope you enjoyed. I really hope you enjoyed. As always, hopefully, once you've finished watching this episode, there is already the next one over on my Patreon, which very likely will be the character shorts for season 5. And I have not seen all of them yet. So it's the first time where I know 1 or 2 of them, and there are those reactions already on my channel, by the way.
And then we watched the first episode of season 5, and he knows nothing.
And I will be lost.
I don't think so.
So that will be funny. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, please comment, like, subscribe. Share your thoughts and ideas if you want to. We would like to hear them, unless you spoil, because then we don't like you. So please don't spoil, because I like to like you. Okay?
I like to like you.
So, this is it.
And I can finally start to read comments.
Exactly. From now on, she will be reading comments.
Mm-hmm.
This will be funny.
And I can respond myself.
Ah, so good. Which means, by the way, from now on, when we binge watch, there will be no
comment section anymore, right?
Yes, it will be shorter videos. So good. But it gives our whole channel, my whole channel, more depth. So this is it for now. Have a nice one.
You need to call this episode Depth.
That's a good idea. Depth. My name is Relax and Panic.
And I am Most Evil Lifeform.
Goodbye and out.
Bye.